Evan had never believed in ghosts. He didn't believe in curses, omens, or any of the things his grandmother warned him about when he was a kid. He believed in routers, signal strength, and the comforting logic of technology. Which is why, on a cold October night, when his phone buzzed with a new Wi-Fi network near the old Willow Ridge Cemetery, his first thought wasn't fear. It was, who the hell puts a hotspot near a graveyard? The network name appeared at exactly 12 a.m. Willow Ridge Guest. Open. Full bars. Evan froze on the empty road, his breath fogging in the cold air. He glanced at the cemetery gate's old, wrought iron, locked for the night. The signal was coming from inside. Curiosity beat common sense. He tapped the network. Connected. Instantly, his phone dimmed. A notification popped up before he could react. One new message. Unknown sender. The message contained a single image. A photo. Evan frowned and tapped it. The picture loaded slowly, as if taken seconds before. Moonlight. Dirt. A freshly dug hole. A grave. He zoomed in. The headstone had his name on it. Evan Holloway. 1992 to 2024. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. He looked up toward the cemetery. Dark. Silent. Not a soul inside. Still, he felt watched. His rational brain screamed prank. Bad joke. Someone spoofing a Wi-Fi network. Someone messing with him. Then another notification buzzed. Another photo. This time, he saw a shovel. A man's silhouette holding it. The grave was deeper. Evan's legs weakened. Something about the angle. The perspective. These weren't Google images. These weren't pulled off the internet. They were being taken live. His phone vibrated hard. Location request. Willow Ridge Guest wants to know your exact position. Allow, deny. He hit deny so fast, he nearly dropped the phone. The second he did, the Wi-Fi disconnected. And the network vanished from the list. At 12:01 a.m. Gone, as if it had never existed. Evan backed away from the cemetery, pulse hammering, telling himself it was coincidence, some hacker, some glitch, some sick joke, until his phone buzzed again. This time from his carrier. Not Wi-Fi. A new message from an unknown number. No images. Just words. The grave will be ready by midnight. Evan didn't go home after the message. He ran. By the time he reached his apartment door, his lungs burned and his hands shook so badly, he dropped his keys twice. He locked the door, bolted it, slid the chain across. Safe. But he didn't feel safe. He kept replaying the photos in his mind. The shovel, the angle of the camera, the grave with his name sharp and fresh, as if the stonecutter had carved it that morning. He told himself not to look, but fear makes people do stupid things. He opened the gallery. The photos were gone. Every one deleted. Not even in the trash folder, but the message remained. The grave will be ready by midnight, Evan cursed. He tried replying. Who are you? What do you want? Message failed. No number. Just invalid recipient. He tried calling the police, but halfway through the call, his phone glitched. The screen flickered, then went black. Dead. Battery. 78%. He wasn't alone in the apartment. He felt it. A pressure, like someone standing behind him in the dark, watching. Evan grabbed his jacket and knife from the kitchen drawer and fled to his car. He wasn't going to sit around and wait for midnight. He drove to the next town over and sat in an all-night diner with fluorescent lights humming overhead. Safer. Public. Witnesses. 12 a.m. The minute everything before had hinged on. He kept his eyes glued to his phone. No new networks. No messages. No glitches. He exhaled a long breath. Then the diner lights blinked once. Then again. The clock on the wall froze at 12 a.m. Every phone in the diner lost signal simultaneously. Evan's phone buzzed. A new Wi-Fi network appeared. Full bars. Willow Ridge guest. Connected automatically. His screen lit up with a notification. One new message. His hand trembled as he opened it. A photo. The same grave, but deeper. Finished. And at the bottom, something was lying there. He zoomed in. A hand. A jacket. A familiar knife still in the grip. He felt the blood drain from his face. It was him. Not dead. Not buried. Just lying there with his eyes closed, like someone had taken the photo while he was sleeping. Evan stumbled backwards so hard he knocked over the chair. The waitress called out, asking if he was okay, but her voice sounded distant, muffled, like he was underwater. His phone buzzed with a second message. This one wasn't a photo. It was a voice note. Against every instinct, he tapped it. A shovel scraping dirt, breathing, slow, deep, and a voice. Not human, not right. Layered, like multiple people speaking through a single mouth. The grave has always been yours. Evan grabbed his keys, threw cash onto the table, and bolted out the door. He didn't care where he went, just away from that signal. But as he reached the parking lot, every phone around him lit up simultaneously. Drivers, pedestrians, people walking dogs. All their screens displayed the same network popping up. Willow Ridge guest, full bars, midnight. Every device connected at once. Every person froze. Then the alarm started going off. Phones vibrating. Notifications pinging like gunshots in the night. Dozens of people across the dark street turned and looked directly at Evan, all at the exact same moment. Same angle. Same movement. Same expression. Every phone screen showed the same thing. A live camera feed. Looking at Evan from behind, he whipped around. Nothing was there. Just empty space. Then he felt warm breath against his ear. A whisper. It's time. The world snapped. Every sound vanished. Phones dropped. Lights dimmed. Air folded inward. Evan wasn't in the parking lot anymore. He was staring up at the moon. Cold dirt pressed against his back. A grave wall rising around him. His own grave. Above him, silhouettes leaned over, holding phones. Their screens glowed, taking photos of him, capturing the moment. One by one, they stepped back, vanishing into the dark as the sky seemed to seal itself shut. A final notification blinked across his vision, not on the screen, but in the air itself, burning like a digital afterimage. Burial complete. 12:01 a.m. In the morning, Willow Ridge Cemetery staff would discover a fresh mound of dirt over an unmarked grave. No headstone, no name. But if anyone passed by at exactly midnight, their phone would buzz. A new network would appear. Willow Ridge guest. Open. Full bars. And someone somewhere would dig another grave.